What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stephanie. Today we are doing a little chatty get ready with me. I feel like I haven't done a video like this in a while, so I'm going to be updating you on a fun project that I want to start on, as well as a few things that I need your opinions on. So we're going to be doing that while I put on this makeup look. This is kind of like an everyday makeup look that I've been rocking lately from day to night. Clearly, I have been into the orange, and I feel like I have very much perfected it in this look. Before we get into it, I want to mention that this video is sponsored by Musical.ly. I'm sure a lot of y'all know what Musical.ly is. It started off as a lip sync app and now has evolved into much more. There's vlogging, beauty, fashion. I just created my account and would love to connect with y'all on there. I will be uploading this makeup look onto my account and would love to see all of your makeup looks. I have a link in my description box where you can download Musical.ly and you can show me your makeup routines by using the hashtag everyday makeup challenge. I know a lot of y'all watch YouTube videos and maybe this is your chance to try and make a video for yourself. You can film it in any style that you want. You can show the products, you can just do a sped up version of your routine, whatever you want. I want to see it and I will make sure to follow you on the app. And also I will be picking one person to win a $200 gift card to Sephora, as well as a FaceTime call with me if you would like that. So with that said, let's get into the video. All right, everyone, we're gonna start off with some base stuff. Here I have the Tatcha Silk Canvas Filter Finish Protective Primer. I tried this out in a recent video and I've been continuing to use it. I do think it makes the skin just really nice and soft and smooth for other makeup to go on. So grabbed a little bit there with that little coin guy that they provide, and I am just placing it all over my face. Going into the eyes, I'm gonna use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is the primer that I've used for a long time now. Finally got a new tube of it though. So getting a little bit of that and just placing it on the eyes, and I also like to place it on the eyebrows as well and underneath. And then I have one little special addition in terms of priming. Right here I have the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I am a Vaseline wearer a lot of times, but I've been trying to try out different products for my lips because I feel like, I don't know, is Vaseline that good for you? It can't really be that good for you. So I'm trying this one out, and you don't really have to use this kind of product just at night. My lips get real chapped, so I try and use a nice thick product anytime I'm not wearing like any other kind of lip product. Priming done, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. This is the Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful Look 24-Hour Foundation in medium. Just gonna shake it up a little bit. Been really liking this foundation. The makeup look I'm gonna do today is gonna be like a little bit more of a glammed up version of my everyday makeup. So if I kind of want to do something fast and look just my normal self in the daytime, but also so I can transition into maybe an event in the evening, this is the kind of look that I've been wearing. So this foundation is a very sheer foundation, I find, especially since I'm using it with a beauty blender. It just helps even out the skin tone and helps, you know, my skin not get super oily throughout the day. I went to an event with Marc Jacobs and they were talking about how this is a foundation really to create a nice canvas for the skin, but it's not supposed to be a mask. So this is supposed to be good for people with like freckles so that your freckles can actually shine through. There was one time I had a girlfriend over who has a ton of freckles on her face, and she was talking about how she never wears foundation because of that. And I don't know, we were just kind of playing around, so I was like, ooh, can I try and put foundation on you, like try and do like a full face? And I don't remember what foundation it was exactly. It might have been my Estee Lauder like full wear foundation, which is crazy. But we put it on her face and it just looked so strange. The color was right, but you could just kind of see the freckles underneath, and it looked very like gray. She just looked kind of sickly, and I understand now why a lot of people with freckles don't wear foundation too much because of that reason. But apparently this foundation is supposed to be a-okay for people with freckles. So yeah, I've been really into it. I just do a really thin layer. I still have a little bit left over on my hand here. Going in with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. Y'all already know what it is. This is like my Holy Grail concealer. I'm just gonna put it under my eyes a bit, like that. Down the nose, underneath, under my chin, and a little bit on the forehead, and we are just gonna blend away. We're gonna be baking as always before doing the eyebrows and the eyes. So I have my Laura Mercier loose setting powder in translucent. I need to get a new one of these, it's almost out. I'm just gonna dip my sponge in there and go under the eyes. Nose, chin, here, and the forehead. We're going into the brows, and I have been testing out a new product. To me, I think everybody else here on YouTube uses it all the time, but this is the Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have Granite here. I don't know, I just have for a long time been a pencil and powder kind of person. So now I'm finally trying out this dip brow. So I have this little angled brush here from MAC, and I've just been dipping it in. And we're just gonna follow my eyebrow. Definitely a new process for me still at this point, but it really does create a lot of precision, and it dries down really, really nicely. So I was surprised by the formula of this product for sure. I just didn't want it to be like too crazy looking, but I feel it does end up looking quite similar to when I use powder and a brush. So here we are with the brows done before doing the fronts. I feel like it goes pretty quick. I'm still getting used to it, and I'm still trying to figure out which angle brush I want to use. I feel like I want to find one that's a little bit pointier and like less thick than this one. But yeah, I feel like the result is pretty good. So let's go ahead and do the other brow before going into the front area. Okay, I have the tail end done. I've been trying to do kind of like a straighter brow look. I feel like it doesn't quite look like a straight brow, but I've been trying to do like a less curvy one, just like playing around with shapes. I feel like it looks cool. So let's just go ahead. I'm gonna wipe off all the excess product from the brush on the back of my hand, and then we will go into the fronts. You know, I did used to use a gel product like this. I don't know where, I think it was from MAC, maybe, or maybe Benefit. When I first started doing brows, I was doing this kind of product, but I feel like I went a little bit too crazy sometimes. So I went to the pencil and powder route. This is like kind of an intense look right now, but yeah, I'm just playing around with it. I'm still learning. To be honest, I just started playing around with this like last week, so I'm still getting used to it. But I really do like the texture. I thought that it would dry down differently, but it kind of has like a nicer powdery look to it in a way, and it blends well. It doesn't just like dry down and then you can't move it. Obviously I'm moving a little bit to the fronts of my brows right now to get a bit of a gradient. I feel like there are some things that I wanted to talk to y'all about. I have some fun little projects maybe coming up that I wanted to get your opinion on. Segundo and I are thinking about starting a podcast because I listen to so many podcasts all the time, and I kind of brought it up to him asking what he thought about that. So we're kind of in the works talking about it. I feel like it would be a really great outlet for me to be able to talk about certain subjects that perhaps I wouldn't want to touch upon, like in a Get Ready With Me or something like that, maybe a little bit more political, social issues. So we'll be able to speak about that openly in a like podcast kind of form, but also record it. So I would post them onto my YouTube channel as well. Let me know what you think about that. I think potentially what I would like is to have maybe a theme of a podcast and discuss like a certain subject, and then maybe even have 2 or 3 callers. So you could call in with your questions. Maybe we could get it from you beforehand and then speak with you over the phone. So it would be kind of more of a conversation with everyone, all of you out there. So it's not just me and Segundo talking. It's an actual like interactive platform, because I think that's something that I'm clearly missing is that I'm just talking to a camera right now and you're not responding to me. So it would be really cool to be able to have like a, I don't know, kind of like a call in, but obviously it would be like planned in advance, a kind of like show where we could actually interact and talk. So I think that'd be really, really cool. I would love to talk about, obviously, like I said, like political, social issues, but also like relationships. I love talking about that kind of stuff, just like anything really. So we're trying to like figure that out. I think an inspiration for that was definitely Anna Faris. She has her podcast, which is called, oh man, it's called Unqualified, which I'm like, damn, that's such a good name for a podcast, because obviously, like, I'm not qualified to really talk about any of these subjects, but it is something interesting to me, and it is a way for me to interact with y'all. So yeah, something like that. If you have any suggestions for names for a podcast, Sukuno and I would definitely be very interested in hearing those suggestions. So that's one thing that's kind of in the works right now that I am really excited to begin. I think the brows are done, and also, you know what, I'm gonna wipe off the bake right now because it's been on there for a minute. Just gonna use this little brush here and wipe it off, because if you leave it on for too long, it starts getting weird, like it settles too much in the skin, which I've been doing lately, so I have to remember to actually take it off. So here we go. Also, have y'all noticed? My hair actually can go up into a bun. Well, actually, it's like pinned right here, but my bangs have grown out enough so that I can put it back. I'm like so stoked. It's been, man, I had my bangs for over a year, and it was the kind of situation where it was like, I either really loved how it looked and it looked perfect, or it just looked so messed up. Anytime the wind would hit, just like anything at all, like wind was just my mortal enemy. I'm sure any of y'all know out there who have just like really straight bangs. I feel like when you have like nice fluffy bangs that are kind of all over the place, are cute and like very romantic looking, wind is not as much of an issue. But if you have like straight bangs that like need to be in place, wind is terrible. I really loved having bangs, but a lot of times it was just like more trouble than it was worth. And also, I just have a bunch of weddings coming up, so I thought it'd be better in terms of hairstyles to just be able to put it up. Man, I'm in 3 weddings this year, y'all. It's a lot. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this MAC Studio Water Weight Pressed Powder in medium. And I'm gonna set my skin. It's kind of like this bi-layer, not bi-layer, just like 2 colors here. And I just kind of swirl them around with my Real Techniques buffing brush, which is the same brush that I've used now for, I don't know, I've had this brush since San Francisco. I love this brush. It's definitely one of my favorites ever. I've also don't know if I've ever done a brush favorites video. Would y'all be interested in seeing that? Because I feel like I talk about products a lot, about skincare, but I don't talk about the brushes too much. And maybe I've made a video like that, but I really doubt it. So let me know if you want to see that video. All right, we've been buffing that in. I've been using this quite a bit now. It is super powdery though, literally just falls everywhere. But it does set the skin quite nicely and creates a little canvas there. So before we get into the face stuff, I think I'm gonna go into the eyes. I'm gonna be using today the Clover palette from Too Faced. This palette has so many interesting colors in it. It has like really nice basics, but it also has some really cool pops of color. I love Good Boy, the yellow, but today I'm gonna be using Fur Baby and Wet Kisses. We're gonna do kind of like a metallic golden coppery look. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a fluffy brush, and we're gonna grab Fur Baby over here, and I'm gonna put that into the outer corners and just blend away. This whole collection from Too Faced is so awesome. I just got a package from them actually that is a new lip product as well as a makeup bag. And that collection, like the new part of the collection in itself, they're also donating $250,000 to animal charities. I don't know how much money this collection in itself has now raised or how much Jared has donated because of this collection. It's all about their doggy Clover, by the way, if you didn't know that. So I'm stoked to be able to use products like these, you know, where they're supporting a good cause. So now I'm gonna put this on the other side. I'm kind of just very loosely blending this, and I'm not even putting the color all the way all over my eyelid, because I think I'm just gonna pack the more metallic-y color on with my fingers. I think that's a good way to do it. That's good. I just did like the outer corners and then I blended in, and it's like a little bit above my crease on both sides. And now I'm just gonna grab Wet Kisses with my finger here and just gonna pack it. Ooh, look how pretty that color is. I feel like it looks different on my skin than in the palette. I feel like in the palette it looks a little bit more like pinky for some reason, but on my skin it's a little bit more copper. Look how beautiful that color is. I didn't use any like, you know, wettening agents or anything like that. Just packing it on. And I'm not gonna go all the way into the corner because I think I'm just gonna try and do that with a little pencil brush. Here we go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do that to the other side. And now I'm gonna grab a regular eyeshadow brush, go back in with the Fur Baby color, and I'm gonna go underneath my lash line, pretty close, and just drag that. Grabbing a little pencil brush, I'm gonna go back into Wet Kisses, and I'm just gonna go in my inner corner, really get in there, and then we're gonna do it to the lower corner as well. So grab it again, and do that. Ooh, how pretty is that? I really like that look. All right, and that is it. Just two different colors. Y'all know me, I don't get too fancy with all the different colors, but I feel like it does look very nice. I think before when I was doing it, I didn't even put the metallic color as far as I did here, so it was very like center based, but it definitely does have some sort of, I don't know, different dimensions to it since it's metallic up top and more matte in the bottom. So now that that is done, you know what? I'm gonna line the waterline. I have this kind of goldy color by Marc Jacobs. This is Marigold Highliner, and I'm just gonna go and line the waterline before we do the mascara. Sometimes mascara gets in my waterline too, so you can go back in, but this is just a really pretty sparkly golden color. There we go. Oh yeah, that adds something nice to there. Could also go in with like an orangey color as well. I might go back in after putting on mascara, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, and the mascara that I'm gonna use, as always, the Lancome Cils Booster XL along with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm gonna go ahead and put these two on and be right back. Okay, here we are, mascara on. I just feel like I need to do a little more up top. This is a brand new bottle, so I don't know what it is about like brand new mascara. My favorite type of mascara is like maybe a week and a half in. That's when it like really gets going, it really gets good. But obviously when you just open it up, I don't know, maybe the product hasn't loosened up enough yet. I love this mascara so much though. I definitely need to get some waterproof ones though for all these weddings I'm doing. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna be in my big cousin Nikki's wedding. I'm gonna be a groomsman on his side, and he just asked me if I wanted to do a speech or if I could do a speech. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I am a crier. Like, I cry every day just at like Facebook videos or just anything too happy, too sad, like dog rescue videos. I don't know why I watch so many dog rescue videos, like Hope for Paws. I will binge out on some Hope for Paws videos. But yeah, I cry real easy. So the other day I was just thinking, like, I wasn't even writing things down. I just started thinking like, okay, so like what would I say? And I immediately started crying. So This is gonna be really, really rough, but it's good practice because then I'm gonna be at my friend Emily's wedding, and then Jen's wedding is later on in August. And obviously, I'm not saying a speech for Emily's, but I definitely will be for Jen's. I am gonna be a mess, so definitely need some waterproof mascara by then, but right now it's fine. We don't need any. You know what though, even though I cry a lot or tear up, this stuff, even though it's not waterproof, it doesn't get crazy when I do cry, so it does hold up pretty well to moisture. So I'm gonna go ahead now that the eyes are done. We're almost done. I haven't done like the highlight or anything, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to some face stuff. So I'm just using what I keep coming back to, the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star. I really have gone through this a lot. I'm gonna go in with my angled Marc Jacobs brush here. We are just gonna go in. This stuff just blends so beautifully and easily. I've been trying out some other products and it just doesn't work the same for me. Also, you know, I like it to be a little bit lighter because I feel like in the end somehow I always am too heavy-handed with these kind of products. So that looks good to me. Not trying to be too crazy with the bronzing. We're just doing that above the hollow, make my cheekbones look a little bit higher. And then I always do this with the excess underneath and then move on to the other side. All right. Yeah, I'm going to San Francisco. The wedding's gonna be in San Francisco. He's actually doing it at Foreign Cinema. I don't know if y'all know what Foreign Cinema is, but it's this beautiful restaurant in the Mission. And I didn't even know you could do weddings there, so I'm super excited. I'm going to San Francisco early next week because my friend Dario he's already made my suit for me and I just need to go in for a fitting. And I'm also doing a video all about that process, just talking about how he's measuring me and the process of getting a suit made. So I'm excited to show y'all that. I'm excited to see what this suit looks like. It's a pretty like more casual setting, so we didn't get black suits. We got like dark gray suits. And obviously making suits for a woman is quite different than making it for a man because I have boobies, so you have to, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna see what happens, but you gotta make it differently clearly to give way for these babies. So I'm just stoked to see how the suit looks. I also haven't decided upon the shoes that I'm wearing. Also, that's another thing, is that he left some length because I don't know if I want to do some heels, like some pumps, like, and I need to figure that out like ASAP right now. If I'm gonna do pumps, I don't think I'm gonna do flats at all. I have open toe shoes, which I don't think so. So I have these like Sam Edelman shoes that I think I'm gonna wear. And then I also don't know how I'm gonna do my hair because since it's a suit and I'm a groomsman, should I put it up like this? Yeah, I don't know. So I need to figure all these things out right now because the wedding is on the weekend of the 8th. It's literally 2 weeks from now. So yeah, okay. Sorry, that went off like in a huge ramble. I'm gonna go ahead and do my blush right now. My Tarte Party. I do love this stuff. You know what? The other day I was at Disneyland, which that's another vlog that's coming up. My Disneyland vlog. I stayed over at the California Adventures, the hotel, which was really fun. I haven't stayed over at Disneyland since I was a kid, and it was such a different and really cool experience. But while I was at Disneyland, this lady straight up stopped me and she was like, "What is on your cheeks right now?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Party." And she ran off after that. So I don't know if she expected me to tell her exactly what it was, but I knew. She asked the right person. So I'm just putting this on. I love this brush. This is the Duo Fiber Sigma F50 brush for putting on blush. I just feel like it just distributes the color really well and I don't get like a big glob of blush. Even though this brush is huge, it seems intimidating, but it really does distribute nicely. All right. Yeah, Disneyland was so cool because usually, like, okay, I've been to Disneyland recently a few times in the past few years, and every time it's like, you know, you want to get out of the park, I don't know, 45 minutes, like an hour before the park closes because everybody just starts leaving and it starts getting too crazy to go. But when you're staying at the hotel there, you can just like stay to the very, very end and then go into your hotel or like go to the bar that's right there in downtown Disney and like have a couple of drinks and then go up to your room. It was just like a really fun, relaxing experience. Okay, so there we go. It's highlight time, y'all. We're using the Artist Couture Jackie Aina collaboration in La Peach. This is the only thing I've been wearing, and I saw Jackie now twice in the last couple weeks. Once at our Rare event, and then I saw her at our friend's birthday, and both times she was like, "You're wearing La Peach." Like, she completely recognized it. It's such a beautiful and recognizable highlight. So I'm gonna go in under my eyebrows first, and I have this Real Techniques. It's like a very triangular looking brush. It's very pointy, and I've just been really into it for underneath the eyebrows because I feel like you can get really right up against there. Oh, I actually grabbed more than I anticipated though, but no worries because this stuff can distribute very nicely. And I'm just putting that under the brow bone, really highlighting that. And then we're gonna go into the other side. I really hope that this isn't like a limited edition thing, because otherwise I'm gonna have to get my hands on another container of it. But you know what? There's so much within this container. I'm not gonna be going through this for a long time. It's just such a good collection, and I love Jackie so much. She's just such an inspiring person, and every time I'm around her, I just feel excited to be somebody on YouTube. And yeah, just hearing her speak is amazing. I love her videos. I watch like every single one. So, okay, so there we go with the eyebrows. I feel like this one was straighter and it's kind of carved into it. I need to figure out, I feel like for straight brows for me, I'm gonna have to go, it's just gonna feel so unnatural because I'm gonna have to go underneath where my hairs actually grow, because that's how my natural brow grows, so it doesn't really grow down here that much. We'll figure it out. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the Fenty Beauty highlight brush now. I'm gonna dip into the cap this time. Do that. Ooh! It's just such a beautiful peachy color for my skin. And I have been using this brush a lot more. At first I thought it was too big, but then I started using it properly. I feel like I wasn't using it properly before. I'm gonna go in with a little tip of the brush on my nose. Something new I've been doing too. I think I honestly wipe it off very, very quickly. But yeah, just something fun to be able to use more of La Peach. And then underneath here on my Cupid's bow. So for the lips, I feel like with this kind of eye look, what I've been doing is I just do like a simple, like single by Fenty Beauty or just a gloss in the daytime. And then I go to Freckle Fiesta at night, or I use like a red. So here, let me just show you all the different ones that I will use. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put them all on my face. So here's some examples for daytime. I have the Dior Lip Maximizer, just a nice gloss for me, or single by Fenty right here, just a nice nudie color. And then at night, I love Freckle Fiesta. I think I just posted a video though, my previous like beauty video where I put this color on, but I'm obsessed. Like, also, it goes really well with my shirt right now and my eye look. So, okay, let me just show you what the gloss looks like first. And then we're just gonna go in with the Freckle Fiesta. So here we go, gloss. Simple, this also just really nice and tingly and a bit plumping. Not the craziest plumper, but I just like this gloss in general, and it is moisturizing. It doesn't end up leaving your lips like gross and dry. It leaves them very, very moisturized. So that is daytime look, everyday makeup. I feel like it's cute and very approachable. But now let's just go into Freckle Fiesta. I mean, I know I used it previously, but it's my favorite color of the last, I don't know, a couple of months now, and I can't stay away. Does this look super similar to the last look I just did? Maybe. I think it is very, very similar, but in that video, I was trying out a bunch of new products, but then I threw on Freckle Fiesta because I freaking love this color. In this video, I'm using products that I've already been using, that I already trust and love, and I want to show y'all. So that's the difference, right? Here's the final look. It's definitely something that I would wear day and night, to be honest. This color is not just like a nighttime look for me. It is just good for any occasion. That's why I love it so much. It lasts all day long. I don't think that this is an intimidating look to try and recreate. I feel like a lot of people actually, this is kind of their everyday look as well. Thank you so much for listening all the way to the end of this video. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out the link in my description box to download Musical.ly. I would absolutely love to see your makeup looks with my hashtag everyday makeup challenge. I know a lot of y'all watch a lot of beauty videos. In the back of your head, you're thinking, I want to try that out. So maybe this is your chance to just give it a go. Like I said, I want to see them. I'm going to watch every single one of the videos in that hashtag. I'm going to follow y'all, and I'll pick one person to win that Sephora gift card and maybe a FaceTime call with me if you would like. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood, and also remember to click on the little bell button to get notifications for when I post new videos. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.